Hey, basketball fans, Christopher here on the call, and a good one tonight. A couple of perennial powerhouses in the district, at least perennial in the fact that they're always good since I've been around. The Wallace Rangers in the white, the home team, taking on McCormick Tigers in the black. Wallace 3-0, undefeated on the season. Also in the Barton Invitational Tournament last weekend, went 3-0. And won that, and so they've played 6 games this season, won them all. McCormick probably has a similar sounding record. Here comes the tip. Curtis, number 2, will find this one tipped away, and then Ollie has it in his hands, and he'll move right to left with some tempo. High pass to Logan, and works over to Callum, and then to Patrick, who had a hot hand the last time the Rangers were on the court. This one, no rim found, and a turnover. 8-minute quarters, the customary middle field, the backcourt, passing the ball around, a 2-3 zone defense for Wallace. Callum and Ollie out in the 2-man backcourt defensive area. Number 1 calling for some movement. Bounce pass inside, Curtis in the way, and then a give and go from Callum to Ollie, and they'll return down the court for the second time tonight. Logan on the wing, over to Patrick. Patrick, the lefty. Dribble off the screen. Back to the top. Logan clapping and calling. Ollie's going to drive, now dish it out. Back to the top we go, and around the horn they work. Curtis now into the paint, almost. Overhand, high pass, and a backcourt, yes. Probably the largest growth area for the Rangers on the season is good, crisp, clean passes. 3-ball, high shot, and off the front of the rim, offensive board. One will get it back and put it back up as well, and another good shot. And finally, the bleeding stops there with Patrick getting the board. Here comes the charge on the transition. Into the paint, finger roll, too strong, and the transition now back the other way. Curtis with a swipe, and 15 keeps possession. Into the paint, nobody there. Shot goes up off the left side. Got his own rebound, couldn't drop it in, and Curtis will get another rebound. Give it to Callum, but wasn't in front, didn't see it coming. 1, back to the races. Bounce pass inside, ricochet, and Gray's got it. And a tipped ball keeps him from going in violation the other end. 1 pivoting around, and around the horn they work. To the right side, down the baseline. Fired, a good-looking pass there. Too strong on the shot, but good vision. 15 with the offensive board, and the first basket of the game belongs to the Tigers. The pace awful quick for both teams. Almost like they're running out of a house on fire. Ollie calls for the screen. Patrick tries to go down the baseline, gets bumped and has to stop. Bounce pass back to Ollie. Has his dribble, he'll use it. Logan had an open window for a minute. A little roll pass back to Ollie. Now Logan will take the shot, and off the front of the rim it was short. Can't tell who the primary point guard handler for McCormick wants to be yet. There's a 3-ball. 23 bags it, and 5 points right off the bat to the Tigers. A little bit of a press now, and they'll give it to Ollie. Ollie will push it up to Logan, left hand down the left side. Now back to Ollie. Over to Patrick. Callum back to the paint. Curtis with a signal of his arm and then gets it striped. Callum trying to get it, does. Pass in it. Not sure which way they called it. It'll stay with Wallace. That window just stays open for a quick second on some of these passes. You see it, and you try to get the ball through it before it closes. Ollie's going to take a 3-ball himself and bags it with the bank. A 3-5 McCormick lead situation. High pass, Curtis there, and no foul called, but the ball loose. Logan has it on the transition, and now it's out of bounds. Good chest pass underneath. Couldn't find the backboard like he wanted. Now there's a 3-ball from Gray down the baseline and just rolls across. Good effort. Now here comes Ollie. 1 man to beat. And there's that finger roll he likes. He's called as he goes up. Gray is, and Ollie will shoot. If you can steal baskets at the line, it can sure be an advantage. Ollie will try here, and he'll do it. A 1-point game as Braden and Dewey check in, giving Logan and Callum a break, and here comes the second of 2 from Ollie. And this one rolls off the back into the McCormick Tiger arms, 20. Underhand to 1, picked up by Ollie through the legs and goes by him. How about the good handiwork and the finish at that? Well, and a crossover as Ollie gives it back to him. Dewey in the corner, gonna dribble in and then fouled. No, excuse me, a travel, picked up those feet. 7-4 the count. And the McCormick jerseys have that white collar look, a little touch of elegance. And Braden steps in front of the pass and then swiped by 20, going back the other direction. Curtis inbounds the ball when he's in. Patrick does as well. They're both in, and so it's Curtis's job right now. Ollie with a head fake. Keeping the dribble alive, moving back and forth. Now from the top, he'll take one and nails it. And just like that, it's tied at 7. A little pause from the referee talking to the desk, not sure what he was after. No change on the board as he kept looking at it. 20, and he's gonna take it the whole way. Curtis had to choose as it was a 2-on-1 situation. And the ball handler stayed with it the whole time. Good decision. Braden with the handles now. Finds Curtis on the baseline. Driving in, reverse style layup and fouled on his way up. The last time the Rangers were in this gym, Curtis, now shooting at the line, had 17 points. And he'd love to repeat that performance here. Misses his first of 2. Shot number 2 on its way and couldn't roll in. 20 has another board. He's had his lion's share under the rim tonight. And when Ollie tries to scoot in front of the screen, 25 fresh feet on the floor. And a little Euro step there, too strong off the board. 15 has the bound. And a foul called. So foul called on the floor for Wallace, and Baldo will make his entrance, giving Curtis his first breather. Give and go, 11 to the top, 25, 1 bounce. 20 with a 3 ball and 2 deep off the high part of the glass. Baldo has his first rebound, and Dewey will work down the floor. Pass to Baldo on the right side, trying to back it up. Finds Ollie. And Ollie loses it on the dribble. Fast break, 25, nobody home. Left-handed layup won't go, and Patrick had it for a second, couldn't keep the possession, and the 3 ball too far, and Baldo contains it. Chest pass to the wing. Braden with a 3 ball. And off the front of the rim, it rolls backwards, and Patrick saves over the backside of his head. 15, fast break. 11, left side. High layup, just threw it up with both hands, and the follow-up couldn't go either. So a little erratic layup play there. They had the fast break just like they wanted it and couldn't capitalize. Ollie will walk it down, try to slow the pace as Baldo sets the screen. Into the paint. Baldo has the shot, couldn't get the and 1, so he'll shoot a couple himself. 5 takes aim, dribbles a few more times on the floor to get the feel, rolls the ball in his hands, and here comes the shot, and it's perfect. So 1-point ball game, and a tie ball game, 9 apiece. Well, correction, the board just says 8-9, so I guess that 3 ball that tied it up at 7 was taken off and either made to be just a 2 or the score was wrong somewhere from the beginning. McCormick works it around the outside perimeter. 20 unguarded, takes the shot, and it's too deep. Braden has the board. And then safely back into the hands of 3 as they try to respond to the 1-point deficit. Dewey on the wing to the left, and Baldo will come up and set the screen. And then back to him, and he goes up to put the shot up off the glass and couldn't roll home. It thought about it for a minute. A defensive rebound. Here comes the fast break. 11 reached in for, couldn't follow it. 25 home. Now 11 will take the 3. And off the left side of the rim, a swat for the ball. Braden saves it. Patrick has it. And then 34 steps in front with a good form of defense. Patrick with his hands up and rolls off of the knee of McCormick, so Wallace will have it in a scary situation there. 34 seconds to play in the opening quarter in a 1-point game. Not a lot of offense. And this one is a scrappy brand of defense being played. Patrick bottled up over in the corner. Back to Dewey. Dewey loses it. 25 steals it. 34 trying to respond. 13 seconds. Pushes it to the right side. 11 takes the three. And short this time. 25 with the board. Throws one up and rolls it home. 2 seconds. Ollie will take the deep ball, but it won't find it. And a 3-point game after one. We knew tonight would be a test. One of the few times Wallace has been down this season. 11-8, a lot of basketball left to play, and the Tigers work around with the ball first. Overhand pass, 11, unguarded on the right, down the baseline. Shot goes up, unlucky, wouldn't go, but an offensive board put up immediately, the backside of the rim. Callum with the rebound, being double teamed, and they're gonna try to tie him up. Oh, and then he errantly pitches it, looking for Patrick, a behind the shot circus throw up, but nothing doing. Baldo saves it. And then a rocket pass finally finds Callum's arms. 25 trying to get it. 11 swipes it off to Ollie, and then a press up the court. And then an immediately catch and shoot. Patrick couldn't find it. Baldo with the board, spins around, swiped out of his hands, and Ollie goes up and gets blocked. A clean shot. 20 on the response. Couple of steps there, rolls across the rim, and McCormick has the offensive rebound. 22, no look pass, 20 into the paint. Has room to shoot, couldn't find it. Patrick goes up but couldn't hold it. And a lot of shots and nothing falling. And then a rifle over to three, and Ollie will let his team press down the paint. Pass to Patrick, inside. Couldn't ever handle it. 25 has it. 11 alone again, but this time Logan comes and closes the gap. Trying to swipe one. 11 to 22. The three ball too deep. Offensive board. Kicked back out. Dribbled in the paint. 25 never got the ball high enough. 34 has another offensive board. And the Rangers are going to have to block out if they want to get a chance at the ball. The foul called on, I think perhaps Logan. I thought he said 1-2, but he must have said 1-3, which would be Logan's number. 34 will shoot a couple. Haven't seen McCormick shoot many free throws yet, if any. So here comes effort number one from 34. High shot, and never found any iron. Shot number two to try to make this three-point lead a little larger as the stands come alive, and this one's too deep. Baldo has the board. Press is on. They find Logan. Logan fires one, and it's errant pass again. 11 saves it from going out of bounds. And now the press back up, and Baldo has one. So back and forth they trade turnovers. Logan throws a prayer up, intercepted, and the passes need some work here. 25 has one swiped away. Callum racing for it. 34 finds it. Back over to 25, behind the back. Good looking ball work, and now Ollie swipes one out of bounds towards the Wallace bench. All the back and forth will bring a couple of McCormick players onto the court for fresh feet, fresh lungs. Gray has it in the corner. Dishes it to the wing to one, where he'll try the outside of the 2-3 zone defense. A teardrop floater, good looking shot. Offensive board, 20 with the turnaround jumper and the foul. And he'll go to the line. So 20 with the hot pink soles, and the stands really come alive here. And this shot uses the backboard and finds it, and the lead extends. Points have certainly come at a premium for both teams here in the second quarter. And that one in and out, but another offensive rebound for the Tigers. 23, push pass, fake pass, one from the free throw line, off the mark to the left side, and finally Baldo gets a rebound, and all the Tigers swarming around, and they will get called, for a travel on White, and it's a turnover. McCormick will have it back under the basket. And a timeout called by Wallace to talk about how they can get around this press that's eating their lunch thus far. So here comes the inbound from Gray, and Baldo sticks a hand out, nearly picks it. One little dribble in, jump shot down the baseline, a little deep. Another offensive board, and then he hits the deck. It's a tie-up jump ball. Maybe one of the first we've seen tonight of those. Curtis back in, and he'll inbound, and here comes the press. And they'll work it around here on the back court. Braden goes airborne, and that ball ricocheted out and turned over. 23, bounce pass to Gray, left side, and loses off his knee. So last touch by Wallace. McCormick will have it again. Gray steps up and knocks a three down from the side. The press staying hot. A good lead on the pass there to Braden. Braden to Baldo. One dribble and then loses it. A 15-8 ball game. McCormick on top. A 7-point lead, the largest of the night. 23. Good looking pass to one in the wing. Baldo steps out to cover him. 34. Back to 20 on the baseline and fouled as he goes up by Curtis. So 20, second time to the line. Went 1 for 1, or 1 for 2 rather, if memory serves correct. Here comes the second effort and uses the backboard to extend the lead to 8, and it's doubled. Shot number 2 comes as 20 gets the feel. Can't find this one. Baldo has a board, nearly loses it. Curtis captures it, and then a pass tipped away by 1 and another turnover to 23. Fast break point, fouled on the way up, and an and 1. And Wallace does not have an answer for the heavy press from McCormick. So 23 to shoot from the line and couldn't quite capitalize on the three-point play. Got rid of it in a hurry. Curtis to Ollie. Ollie, and for the first time in a long time, the Rangers find themselves back on the offensive end. Braden looking for a lane, finds Dewey. Now 34 slides over. Hot pass to Curtis in the baseline, finds Ollie for 3. Ollie can't stop the bleeding, and one has it. Oh, and these two hit heads, and I know that didn't feel good as the head of Curtis found the cheekbone of number 20. So a foul called on Curtis for the reach, and this one is the shooting kind, so 20 will try to get his eyesight back and fire one up, misses the first, and reset to take aim for the second. A 10-point lead right now as it stands. Next shot on its way, and this one rattles in, rattles out. And Baldo has the board, fires over to Ollie, and McCormick races over to him, and the pass is Aaron again. And I think Wallace is going to have to figure out a way to dribble out of these press traps because the passing just is not getting them where they need to go. Another foul called on Wallace, so 34 now at the line. And throws a high shot up and finds it. So 15 comes in for the aforementioned injured number 20. 34 with his second shot. Another moon ball finds the front of the rim, and 34 gets his own board. McCormick just wants it worse than Wallace does. And 34 swiped as he goes up. Baldo has it now, Braden, and Gray races over to him. An errant pass. 1 with the turnover. Pushed out to Gray. He nailed one from here earlier, found the back of the rim. Another offensive board. 23 goes up. 15 there and handles it. And McCormick, taking pity on Wallace, decides to let them inbound one for once. And that pass knocked back to Braden and out of bounds. Patrick fires one and then gets it back. Pump fake, back to Ollie and called for the travel. A 21-8 ball game, all McCormick here in the first half. 1 little stutter, 34, baseline, high shot, short, and Patrick goes up and found it on the floor, goes to the ground, and I'm not sure if he had possession and then dropped, but they're gonna call timeout before anything else could be called. 3 minutes to play in half number 1. Patrick bounce pass, back to him, 11. Defending, Ollie, keeping the dribble alive, worked into the right side, finds Braden on the edge, and then a foul called on 23 for the reach-in. Under the basket, Patrick, slap of it, finds Baldo in the corner. Baldo will take the long ball too and miss over the top, and a defensive rebound. 25 trying to weave through traffic, high pass, finds 11 in the corner. Baldo slides out to cover. Drives in, pushes out, 23 with the 3 ball, and nearly found it in the backboard style. Baldo has a rebound.
Stop that, let's go!
Ollie lets him go. On the left side of the wing, back to 3. 11 trying to pop that one out of the hand. Dewey will take a shot, and finds one, and the 10-0 run drought here in quarter number 2 ends, and it's back to 10. 25 jump stop, kicks it back out. 22 with a good-looking crossover. High shot there, teardrop style. 15 there to wait for it and fouled on the way up. 15 in the light pink sneakers to shoot 2. And unlucky. It looked like it was on frame using the backboard, but bounced to the left side. Second shot. On its way and misses to the right side this time. Baldo double teamed, finds Ollie, presses up to Braden. Dishes to Patrick. Patrick dribbles in. No look pass back to Braden. Braden trying to create space and swiped as he passes. Had enough on it to get to Ollie, who wheels around to the paint. A good looking pass there and shot. How about the assist from number 3 and the put in by Baldo. 21-13. 1:43 to play in the first half. 22 kicks out to 11. He'll try a moonshot. Short. Rebounded by the offense and put in. Coach calling for the Tigers to get back. Braden on the wing. Back to Ollie. And Patrick, who had a game-winning buzzer beater 3 in the tournament, couldn't put it in there. Braden dribbles past the defender and then shoots and looked like he might have gotten some kind of a leverage catapult on that ball. Threw up hard against the backboard. 10-point ball game. 1 minute to go in the half. A little basket weave here. Trying to work it. Rangers will let them do it, and they bump into each other. .43 seconds to go, and there's a double dribble. Patrick on the corner, and puts one in! And Baldo trying to swipe a long shot. 11 looking for 25. Under the basket, he was just a little too deep. And Ollie has the turnover going the other direction, and the ball knocked out of his hands with 18 seconds and a foul called. Patrick to Ollie, 18 seconds, Dewey in the corner, back to Patrick, parks up, puts it up, misses the left side, and the Tigers secure the board. 15 going the other direction, and Braden knocks that one out. And he says a white ball off of 15's hands. 7 seconds to go. Ollie wheels around, parks up at the free throw line, will put the shot up and miss to the right. Baldo has the board, but couldn't do anything with it before the time expires. A good response here late by the Rangers, but mostly all Tigers here after the first half. Back for half number 2. Wallace able to cut the lead down to 7. And the Tigers obviously will try to pick up where they left off with that swarming defense. Grail inbound, moving the other direction this time are the Tigers. 1:23. And Ollie trying to fumble that ball loose. McCormick looking for a way in. A good baseline drive there and an offensive board, and it goes in by 15. He's probably got the majority of the height on the floor. And Curtis trying to get contained a ball, and Logan watched it. 15 got it on the turnover, and then stripped is 23, but the put in good again from 15, or maybe 34, but the big's underneath, and Curtis fumbles one away. And so the Rangers picking up right where they left off, and 34 nails a moonshot. So if you blinked, you missed a 6-0 run just like that. Callum looking for help and turns it over again. So Wallace just passing to the wrong team tonight. Gray, and a travel called as he stutter steps. Callum moves to the right side, behind the back, finds Curtis, nearly lost it again. 34 called for the reach. Curtis dishes to Ollie. Wallace has some work to cut into this 13-point lead. Ollie looking for help and has to just throw up a prayer, and it's turned over. 34 comes out of the nebulous mess there. 1 to the center, 23 there, fires a high one off the top, and Patrick has the board. And that one, not sure who Curtis was looking for. Logan reached up and took it out of the wind, but another turnover. And that one tipped away by Ollie. one, and as he was driving, Curtis reached around with that right arm, called for the foul. Baldo checks in for Curtis, and Gray gives one to 34, gets it right back, fires up a three immediately, backside of the rim. Ollie has it, and they leave him largely alone as he comes down court. Underhand dish from Logan back to Ollie. Patrick drives and fires a flat shot, never got up. 15 with the board, and an overhand rainbow, and that's got to be out of bounds. Inbound, Tigers. Ricochet, one, turnaround, baseline, shot, too deep. Patrick has a board. Callum, back to Ollie. Left side, left hand to Patrick, three ball, and knocks another one down. Patrick's got 2 threes tonight. He had 4 in one game in the last tournament they played, so he has got the hot hand beyond the arc. Gray backs one up. Baldo slides out. High pass to one. Logan goes to cover. And 34 down the baseline and traveled. Rangers have this one cut back to 10. Callum trying to split the double team. Press good up to Baldo. Baldo 2 steps, layup, and won't fall. Good looking effort. 34 presses the fast break up the court. Ollie comes and rolls one, or excuse me, Gray rolls one across, and then the foul comes in. Patrick, chest pass to Ollie. One trying to guard. Ollie keeping that dribble alive now. He picks it up and fires one to Patrick to the center of the court. Logan fires it. Now I'm getting involved there. Long press pass. Patrick Stecks in front. Looking for Ollie. Knocked away by one. And the chase is on. 15 trying to save it. And it'll stay with White. And so as basketball goes, it can change in a hurry, like the Texas weather, as that one's kicked out by Gray. And it's just a 5-point game all of a sudden. So the Tigers opened up the third quarter with a 6-0 run, and the Rangers have now responded with one of their own. Braden weaves through the defense, fires one to the corner, looking for Dewey, give and go. Braden down the baseline, and a good-looking pass if 15 wasn't standing there. And now Gray on the fast break goes to his spot, saves this one. And this one batted back, but McCormick keeps possession. Now a shot, short, and Ollie has the board. And then a blocking foul. Patrick looking for Ollie, has him. Ollie over to Dewey. Dewey swatted down by 15, got it and saves it over his head. Could have let it go out. 20 swatted away by 5, but 23 there. One down the baseline, pass 2, and Baldo gets a hand up there. And then nobody home on Patrick's pass. 2, puts it back up. Too strong. 15 with the board, and it's too strong. 23's got it this time, or 20 rather, and he can't find it either, so a lot of layup opportunities. Now he'll try from deep range after fixing his glasses. And Dewey needed to block out there, but didn't. Wheeled around with his feet on the floor, and Gray had it, lost it out of bounds. So Gray will take his chance at the line. Not sure he's been here tonight. 3:20 in period number 3, a 5-point game. McCormick leading, and Gray does something about that. Fresh feet, fresh lungs on the court for McCormick in the form of 2 players. Gray right-handed and back of the rim, and nearly an offensive board, but Ollie makes sure Wallace gets it. Baldo comes weaving through traffic, presses up to Dewey, got a little space, puts the jumper up, and it's short, and Baldo went up for it but couldn't get it. Dewey trying to swipe, didn't get called for the foul, and 15 keeping the drive away. High pass, and he'll get called for a carry. Lead back to 8, and the press on in full form for McCormick. Ollie ill pass. Just didn't have anything on that pass, and McCormick nearly made him pay for it. Patrick will press this up to Braden, and they'll hit the Jets. Ollie with a chance to slow things down. Baldo comes up to set the screen. 11 swiping. Finds him now. To Dewey, back to him. And the shot up, and a foul on the arm. Number 5, Baldo to shoot, and finds the backboard. So 15 checks out, 34 comes in, and they don't lose much by not having him on the floor when 34 comes in. Baldo makes good on one of them. So Wallace pressing on their own. Baldo with a shot goes up, too strong. Ollie to Braden, jump shot, front of the rim. Ollie has it, one dribble, kicks it back out to Dewey, and they can reset if they want. Patrick's gonna shoot a 3-ball. And oh, it rattled in, rattled out. Baldo's got the offensive board and then throws it away. Pass goes into the paint, 20 shot and fouled, and he'll shoot a couple. 20's been to the line at least 3 times tonight. Back of the rim found on that one. Rangers! Second shot won't fall. And I guess he gets another one. Maybe they said the first one didn't count. So Ollie called for the lane violation on the first shot, so that was the first one there. Here comes the second one. And same result. Arms go up, Patrick comes down with it. 11 steps in front, blocked by Patrick. And then dish back to Ollie, pump fake. Ollie tries to press up. Back to Patrick. Patrick's got room, but he wants to pull up and shoot it. Might should have driven in for that one. Ollie trying to swipe it. Braden there, right-handed layup blocked, and he got his arm. Braden will see what he's made of here at the line as he takes aim, right-handed shot, and right side miss. Braden gonna see if he can go 50%. And looks like he adjusted the aim, but too deep. And 34 has another rebound, presses up to 11. Ollie comes down and gonna call in for the foul. 11 to shoot. A 7-point game as it stands, 30-23 McCormick. And no luck there. Baldo and Patrick in position to try to rebound. Patrick with a little point to Baldo. And misses there, Baldo has the board. Fires one to Braden. 22 comes to try to cover him. And the ball loose for a second. Braden having to pivot, finds Ollie, and now Ollie charges. Bounce pass to Patrick, baseline shot, won't fall, 25 with the board. 11 on another fast break, Patrick there, finds 22 and a good looking brand of passing, wouldn't go. Baldo to Ollie, moving the other direction. Ollie, blocked by 20 from the backside, let's stay with White. The old blind block. Patrick looking for his inbound man. Ollie slows it down. Baldo comes and sets the screen. And Ollie's got room if he wants to shoot it. Dewey, scary pass. Patrick saves the day, gets it, puts it up, and knocks it down. A 5-point ball game. Baldo steps in front of another one. And a 3-shot, misses off the mark, never squared up. 22, over the top pass. 20 lets him go by. Drives in, kicks out. 25 up and never had it, blocked. And moving the other direction, fast transition style is Ollie. Left hand, all the way, and rolls it home. A 3-point game now, the closest it's been since the first quarter. 25 moving to the right side, coming quick, into the paint. Kept that foot down, 11 kicked out 2. He comes in, shot won't get high enough, Baldo has the board. Dewey moving the other direction, Braden now on the drive to the right side. A 3-ball, too deep, Baldo goes up, couldn't get it. Patrick wrestling around, and the Tigers wanted that one worse. He-man pass to the baseline and out of bounds, turns it over. And a 6/10 of a second. So a catch and shoot, and he won't even try as there's no sense in it. 1 quarter to go, and the Rangers brought this one a little closer. 1 8-minute period left with a 3-point game, and Wallace moving to the right side. A kick out. Patrick thought about the 3-ball, pulls up, shoots this one deep. Ollie goes up and gets a rebound. Over to Baldo, and the put up and in! And 5's got another one, and it's a 1-point ball game. 11 with a big pass over to 34 and now dishes off to 25. Finds the edge, Dewey with the board. Finds Braden the ball, finds his feet and wrestled away and he couldn't find it. just stolen from him. 11 with a 3 ball. The backside of the rim. Patrick trying to get it, couldn't control it. And 11 safely has it on the wing. Gonna roll back around to the right. Look for a lane. Blocked by 5. 20. Not gonna kick it out. Gonna take the shot himself off the mark, and Baldo has another board and a foul called against him. Callum checks in to give Braden a breather as Patrick finds Ollie. And a high pass to Baldo, and then fires one to Dewey, intercepted by 20. Steps in front, another turnover. It's been the story of this game, and McCormick stops the bleeding. Fast pass to Ollie, and they wrap him up before he can do anything in the jump ball called. Haven't had a lot of jump balls tonight. A little discussion of which way the possession arrow was pointing. 22 with a high pass. 34 saves it from going the wrong direction. Ollie trying to swipe it. 22 will take a 3-ball shot and knock it down. And McCormick have the last 5 points. Patrick with a hard bounce pass. Catch and pass is the style here with the press. Baldo over to Patrick. Patrick going to take a 3-ball shot himself and miss all of it. And it'll be a Tiger basketball. Lead back to 6 for the Tigers. 6.5 to play. Patrick tried to step in front of that, but couldn't find it, but does find the ball and has the block. To Ollie it goes. Dewey to Baldo, and he saves it. Over to Callum, left side. Callum kicks it back out. And a blocking foul called on the defense. So under the basket are the Rangers. Baldo found. Dewey at the top. Nobody on him. 3-ball misses to the right side. McCormick going the other way. Hot pass. Ill-advised as nobody was home. Ollie catch and pass. Baldo moving to the right side, looking for Callum. Callum saves it to Patrick. Patrick, a little pull-up shot, misses. Baldo up with it and has another put-in. He's been really good in the second half at that. Callum trying to step in front of that one. Finds it though. Into the paint he goes, loses the dribble. Dewey has it. Back and forth passing is what's needed. Close one there. Back to Patrick. Fires a chest pass to the other side. Changing it up. Baldo playing on the outside. And this one goes to Dewey. 5 minutes to play. Callum, pump fake, drives in, kicks out. Now Ollie goes in, finger roll, and puts it away. Wallace with the press. 22 burns past him. He's got an open man. 15 goes up and then blocked by Patrick. Boy, thought he might be able to put that one up in the air when he caught the pass. So a 2-point lead. Wallace still hadn't regained it. It's been all McCormick for most of the way. 22, high shot, 15. Got another one. And finally, with nobody blocking him out, can just catch and shoot. And that's what he does to put this one back to 4 points. Pass too high for Callum. One trots it down, 4:25 to play. Looking for 22. And steps out of bounds, no, a travel. Wallace hadn't played from behind all year, so getting tested here and finding a different kind of brand of basketball. Ollie doesn't like to shoot outside a ton, but Patrick does and shoots this one high. Baldo there, another put up, but didn't have enough on that one. And the fast break by McCormick on the way to Gray, left side, rolls it home. Gray pressing, back to Patrick, just under 4 to go. And 22 steps in front with his head, and the shot goes up from 1 short, and then the put up not quite there. Dewey secures it, and Patrick had a little room but wanted to get rid of it anyway. Ollie wheels around with the dribble. Over to Dewey. Dewey picks up the ball. Now he'll keep the dribble alive. Callum, high pass, almost out of reach. Back to Callum, he loses it, took his eyes off the ball. And then a bounce pass. 1 on the other side, and that's what passing does for you. It creates lanes and it creates windows, and it's also created an 8-point ball game. So just when McCormick was leaving the door open, they've begun to close it here. 3:08 to go. Patrick inbounds and back to him. Presses up to Logan, who's back in the game. Logan on the right side and intercepted by Gray, stepped in front of the pass and then called for double dribble. So Patrick inbounds underneath, gets it back. And we'll take the long ball too, and it's on frame but too deep. It hit the top of the backboard to take it out of play. Wallace will let McCormick have it on the way down. They'll play defense from their 2-3 spot. 15 with the turnaround shot, and nobody there to rebound that one for the Tigers. Logan with some pace down the right side. Tries to go behind the back and off of a couple shins. Gray was swiping. Ollie sends a defender pass. Patrick works to the left side with the dribble, and it's knocked away. 2:24, bounce pass style to Ollie. Goes to the center of the court, tries to split the defense. A couple of guys together. Patrick trying to create space. Now a 3-ball. Found the front of the rim and rolls one off. Gray with the board. Pushes it up. 22 into the paint. A 3-ball from one. It looked good in athletic, just couldn't find it. 33-41, Curtis back in the ball game, and this ball stolen yet again, another turnover. One with a wheel around shot. Curtis secures that one. Finds Baldo, presses to Logan. Logan doesn't even use the dribble, but never got the layup high enough, and 15 with the defensive rebound. High shot right to Baldo, and Curtis with it. Back into the paint, loses the dribble. And Gray chases this one down. Left side layup, too strong. He had all that momentum going. Ollie now racing the left side. One with the hands wide. Curtis trying to save it. Can't. And it goes to McCormick. And Gray with the right side. Too strong again. Blocked from the backside is 23, and Ollie has it. Racing. He may try to go all the way, see if he can't draw the foul, but he won't. He parks up. Braden sends a man. Now finds room on the 3 and short off the front of the rim. And Ollie didn't go back up with it. Instead, he lost it. 15, nobody picking him up. Passes it off anyway. Under a minute to go in the ball game. And the basket weave on. Ollie going to try to step in front of it. And Ollie will just let him do it. And now Curtis steals one, keeping that dribble alive and almost loses it. Got to go up for it, and he will, but too strong. Baldo has one, puts it down. 26 seconds to go. 41-35. High pass, 22, left side, alone. Finger roll, too strong, but 15 waiting for it to put it up and in, and it's back to 8. 10 seconds to go. Braden to Ollie. Probably need to shoot it with 2 seconds to go. And the buzzer will sound, and the ball game will end. 43-35. A fine response by Wallace, but it was all McCormick tonight. Turnovers, the story. And McCormick, the first team that really made Wallace pay for the errant passing. They'll fall to 3-1 on the season, and we'll see you guys next time.